Man, it's Hype South for Child Time TV, man. Go and click that subscribe button, smash that like, because you know it's up.
Eat this shit up.
So a couple of days ago, something like that, Joe Budden and J Prince Jr. was in the chat room on Clubhouse. If you're not familiar with Clubhouse, it's basically an audio chat room app. It's supposed to be like the next big thing in social media, whatever. But Joe Budden and J Prince was in this chat room. You know what I'm saying? Jay was talking to Joe Budden in a way that seems like he was checking him. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like he was checking him. But Joe was kind of reserved and he came off like he was confused. But if you're familiar with J Prince Jr. and the way he talked to people at times, he talks to them in a way where you kind of think that he knows something that they don't know. Or he putting them in the spotlight, you know what I'm saying, about something that they done did or something that they done said or what have you. And this is his moment to kind of check them, you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better term. Check they motherfucking ass, you know what I'm saying? But after I listened to it and I watched it, I went back and I on Google and I put in a couple of things into the search and I found these tweets. And to a certain degree, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, because I know personally, I have my reservations about Joe Budden and the podcast and things like that. I know it's a good podcast. People love it and shit like that. But sometimes his takes are bold. But that's the art of podcasting, right? So I don't know, man. Take a listen to the audio from the Clubhouse shindig. And y'all leave some comments and let me know what y'all thinking, man. This Hype South for Child Time TV. Make sure you click that subscribe, click that like. It's up.
Joe, you just want to move on to somebody else?
No, man, I'm just here listening.
Well, I like to talk about the prison system.
Ain't that much to listen to, my brother. It's just us having a conversation. And it's a light conversation because we ain't talking about shit.
Well, then, you want to start a conversation? Why don't you ask Joe something? Y'all can ping pong off each other.
No, I was asking him. He the interviewee. I ain't never did no podcast and got to talking about niggas. He did that though. I was challenging him. I was challenging him to do that to me.
Jay, you low key can have your own podcast though.
That's cool. I know what I'm capable of. I'm talking
You've been
about
podcasting all night.
I know what he already did. I know what's transpired already. Therefore, I want to see if he can reciprocate that same energy to me. Because I know what he's done to others already. I want to see him reciprocate that same energy to me.
Junior answered all his boy questions.
And what if he can't give you that same shit?
Shit, tell him to say that, and we can keep on moving. He can move on and ask somebody else a question. I know how he like to, go with this wiggle on other niggas. Go with this wiggle on me.
So this is the question game in here.
This is the what?
So y'all were playing the question game in here?
Nah, it's your question game in here.
I don't have any questions.
All this shit started based upon you.
Oh, I don't have any questions.
The question is, do you have a question to ask Junior?
No.
Because I see that you reciprocate negative energy to certain individuals. I wanted to see if you can reciprocate that energy to me. And we just can have an intellectual conversation. You talk to a bunch of dummies. And I don't want to discredit any niggas. But you talk to a bunch of niggas who don't know how to speak and can't articulate themselves in the right manner to deliver the right message. But can you do that with a man who can decipher himself in the proper manner? Can you have that conversation with a guy whom can exemplify himself in the way he need to be exemplified instead of the manner that you try to portray him?
And Jay, I can have any conversation with any man.
Then have a conversation with me.
I do not think that I run around spewing negativity the way that it sounds like you think. I don't think that at all, actually.
Okay, I understand. I understand your message then. But you know what you've done. You brought people in your room that you had a problem with and you had something bad to say about. And you spoken on what you had bad to say about them while they were in your presence. I don't know if you would have did that in real life. You might have. You might not have. I don't
Jay,
know.
when you say my room, you mean on Clubhouse?
No, I don't give a fuck about no Clubhouse. Clubhouse ain't got shit to do with nothing. We talking about real life. We talking about podcasts and all this other shit. We ain't talking about no Clubhouse. Clubhouse ain't shit. I just got on here.
Breakfast Club.
I just got on here 4 days ago. Like, this shit don't mean nothing to me. Now, I understand it's becoming a big platform. But this shit don't mean nothing to me. What I'm asking you is the same energy that you transpire the people that come on your podcast and different channels that you have leverage on. That you are, bet on.
Jay, I don't interview people on my podcast.
Yeah, you don't interview them, but you got a bunch to say about them.
Well, yeah, that's a podcast.
You'll tell somebody when you don't like them. You'll tell. Man, I don't watch enough of them, Joe. I don't watch enough of them. I done seen you disrespect a bunch of guys, rightfully so or unrightfully so. You did. I don't know if y'all had personal issues before they got on your shit. I have no idea. I just know what's transpired. I know what you did when they got there. I know what you did when they got there. So I don't know if it was for personal means or podcast means, whatever. You do what I'm saying? I don't know which one it was for. I just know it transpired. And you had to let it be known that it was this and it was that. When ain't nobody bring you that energy. Ain't nobody bring that energy to you initially. But you had to let it be known at that time that you brought the energy to them.
What time frame is this?
You said what time frame?
Yeah, because it sounds like you speaking about something specific, and I don't know.
Nah, I'm speaking on a bunch of different situations, and it's a bunch of people in here that can tell you that. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
You just talk a lot of shit.
I know a million of them. Like you say, we watch this shit all the time. Like old girl said, Migos.
Migos, the Yachty interview was pretty bad. You kind of with the whole what's it called? The 360 deal shit that you put on them. Yeah.
Nah,
Joe, I got a
speaking on
question for
other
you.
ones, it's a bunch of them. Y'all be
Y'all feel
speaking
like
some other
that
ones.
was bad?
It wasn't bad, but you definitely challenged him in a way where you could tell he wasn't ready for it. And yeah, Yachty's a little younger, but it's just like your maturity that he wasn't ready for. He wasn't ready for the questions that you asked. He wasn't ready for the
Joe,
pressure that you applied.
You be pressing niggas that ain't ready to be pressed. And
You
then
guys are in the
you let it
same
be known that
experience.
you got situations with guys they ain't even know they had a situation with you, but you just stand on it.
Nah, I don't think that's my energy.
I'm
Yachty,
I'm telling you what's transpiring. You might not think that's what you displaying, but we telling you what you displaying.
Well, I wouldn't say it's displayed like that, but it's definitely like from
That's
a
cool.
more like a
That's just your
wiser.
perspective. Let everybody else speak too, because there's a bunch of other people that can say some other shit.
Hey,
I just
Junior,
want to know what
I
made you get
I
into
ain't gonna lie.
business.
He ain't did nothing like on his podcast. I listened to him. He ain't did nothing but show respect to all the vibes. So I don't know.
I understand your perspective. I've been told you to exit the building.
Damn.
that is my perspective too, though. And I think if we speak to Lil Yachty or any of the people that y'all think that type of interview went that way, like today, Yachty would say he appreciates that. He appreciated that back then.
Yeah, I think about all the people that you told I don't like you. I
All
don't like
publicity ain't
y'all.
good publicity.
I ain't fucking with your music. Like you know, you understand how many times you done said this shit on multiple occasions.
So why not send a
I don't.
nigga some
Yeah, but
music?
I don't. But I don't think that's. I don't think that's personal.
I mean,
So you wasn't picking it.
if you invite somebody to your platform and then disrespect them, it's personal.
So you wasn't
Complex
picking
wasn't
them
his
takeout
platform.
there.
The fuck?
So
I
you
mean
wasn't
that
picking they
because you know
takeout in
who
the
coming
interview.
and you know you don't like them already. So regardless of if somebody else line that platform up, you know what's transpiring with that platform.
Yo, I'm only talking about this Yachty interview because that's the one that stands out in this type of
I mean,
conversation.
it's all good. Don't worry about it. I ain't worried about it.
And that was my very
Like,
first interview, by the way.
Hey Joe, publicity sells, man. We know that.
but guess what, Mom? You
What's
know
that,
I'm a
Mark?
nigga. You know I'm a nigga that ain't looking for no publicity because I don't get
Exactly.
paid for them.
Exactly.
So this shit don't
We
mean
just
nothing to
looking
me.
for a response.
You know it don't mean nothing to me. I just want somebody to tell me how they feel and be real about it and stand on it. I don't care about none of that publicity shit. This shit don't mean nothing to me. That's for everybody else. It's for the birds. So we let them stand on that or not stand on it. Joe,
I
it's all good.
know why I
Yeah.
used to pick on them kids at school about their shoes because everybody else did. They thought it was funny. Joe, that ain't why you pick at these artists sometimes.
Nah, man. I don't look at it as picking on artists. I don't. I look at
We
it as
fans of your
I
shit.
look at it as us outside of critique and just giving information and funneling information that wasn't readily available to me when I came in.
There's a lot of ways to do that.
Yeah, I understand that perspective, Joe. Like I understand it
It's not.
wholeheartedly.
It's never to disrespect niggas. It's certain shit I won't even touch on my platform. Like I run my shit very differently than how hip hop media is ran. Like